On Sunday, Panthers rookie quarterback Will Grier made his second NFL start. He played against the New Orleans Saints, and man, it was a disaster. The sad reality is I will probably never, ever have a reason to talk about Will Grier ever again on this show. I don't mean to kick a guy while he's down. It's just sad to me. But it was clear that Will Grier was in way over his head on Sunday in his second NFL start. And it's sad because Will Grier grew up in North Carolina. He went to Davidson Day High School. He was drafted by his local team, the Carolina Panthers, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And, man, that would stink to go to your hometown, local childhood team and blow chunks. I mean, I feel for the guy. It's brutal. The stat line was awful for Will Grier. He was 1 for 8 passing. He only had 4 yards. He had no touchdowns. He had 1 interception. He also had a fumble. Also, by the way, that interception went for a pick 6. He gave up 6 points to the other team. It was ugly, man. He was inaccurate throwing the football. He showed low arm strength. His deep ball was terrible. He threw a couple deep balls that were just nowhere close. And I hate to say I was right, but I was really right about Will Grier. Everything. A lot of people were very angry when coming out of college. I said, he doesn't have it. His arm strength, his deep ball's not good enough. People were very angry, and I recommend go watch the film. It's pretty clear. He made bad decisions with the football. Will Grier lasted 6 drives in the second NFL start. The Panthers punted 4 times on those 6 drives. He also fumbled once and turned over the ball. He also had that pick 6. And after 6 drives, he left the game with an injury, losing 21-0. And I just feel bad for the guy. Will Grier should have never been playing. He was put into a situation way over his head. And Will Grier does not have the necessary tools to be an NFL starting quarterback. Sadly, again on Sunday, we probably saw the last we will ever see of Will Grier playing significant time as an NFL quarterback. Unless he makes dramatic changes and improves his game a ton, we're probably never going to see Will Grier play significant time in the NFL ever again. And if he does, I'll talk about it. It'll be awesome. I really hope that maybe a game like 4 years from now, he comes off the bench. He's like the backup for the Kansas City Chiefs and does what Matt Moore did and just dominates and plays great. That'd be so cool. Like, I really hope that it's not the end of Will Grier's career. He seems like a nice man. I love his beard. But Will Grier, as a starting quarterback, doesn't have the tools that are required. He just is not a quarterback that is an NFL franchise quarterback. And that's sad. That's a harsh reality. But Will Grier doesn't have it, and he's not the guy. He's not the answer in Carolina in Charlotte, North Carolina with the Panthers. He's not the answer there. And I'd be surprised if there was any reason to ever talk about Will Grier ever again on the podcast. So that's sad. Maybe I will. If there ever is a reason to, I will happily. I hope someday he comes off the bench, has 7 touchdowns, and leads a team to victory. And we can remember this moment and talk about it. That'd be really, really fun. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Will Grier, he might last a couple more years in the league as a backup, but long term, he's not going to last, and he doesn't have the tools he needs to succeed in the NFL long term.